It's the top button, John. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it's on now.
Okay.
Now you're on.
We're on?
You're on.
Okay, I think we're live.
We're live.
John Polaria, Bob Ferrante, Gary Wilburn.
80 years old.
3 studs. We're going to see this all go viral as soon as it gets posted on the internet because everybody's going to want to see these 3 guys hitting. So I'm going to go out and pitch and we'll see what happens.
They're to the left. Don't go to the right. Hit them where you hit them where they're pitched, John. Okay. Well, I know that. Okay. Ain't gonna go anywhere. Kind of tough in this shit.
Outside pitch.
Outside, yeah.
White pulling it. Make him run. You saw how weak hit, right? Right into the bat, right?
How many's that out?
You'll see it on video, John. Here's your move. You need your hearing aid at home again?
No, I don't have them. I can hear you though. Leaning back.
You'll see it on the tape. Bobby, come on in. Is that a strike?
Outside, no. I'm just swinging at everything I shouldn't.
No, no. Well, most of them have been strikes. I know you're just getting loose, and that's okay. I don't mind that. I'm not going to overcoach you until you get a little bit more warmed up. But still, we want to hit strikes. Inside pitch. There you go.
15? Outside?
That was
Bad pitch.
good. No, it was a good pitch. This is what you did. Never saw the ball hit your back. Watch the ball hit your back. That was probably a ball, John, but at least you turned on it and you went out and got it.
Yeah.
So you actually got a good result out of it. That's a pitch you only want to swing on. You got 2 strikes. Swing at that pitch. Otherwise, let that go.
Because you're standing a little farther off the plate than you normally do. I'm not going to overcorrect you until the next round because I wanted you to get loose and just get the muscles going. But you're standing way back here, away from the plate. I want to see you up here a little bit more. You're giving away that whole outside. Those couple pitches that you tried to pull the outsides, where they hit right the edge of the bat, right? You're shortening the bat when you do that. And plus, you're pulling away a little bit with your upper body like this. So what that does is it makes the bat shorter. If you pull your body away like this, the bat goes from being out here extension to in here.
So this video I've been watching, this Bogart, you've seen it.
I know.
They're all in here with their arm, but they're all swinging up this way. They hit it up in the air.
Well, there's different techniques and different ways of doing that, but are you a pure power hitter?
No,
You want to hit balls up in the air?
no, mine drive.
Then let's, you know.
That's what I thought. They got a lot of power hitters
I'm
there.
not discounting what he's doing, but
Yeah.
he's doing something different than what you have the capabilities of doing. We want to work on hitting line drives.
Yep.
Hey, Alan.
Yeah, once in a while we want to hit a.
Did you see the picture when? Did you see him? I mean, this thing is blank, as far as I can see.
Oh, it turned off?
I don't know.
That's what I wanted to do with the camera. Never mind, it'll make a difference.
If it was on before.
See, now it's on.
Okay. The red line. Oops.
That's what I'll do with my phone.
You're live. This one.
I'll use it.
He's
Oh, it might not be working. How come I got the fucking link from it? Okay. This is better phone.
Nice and smooth, Bobby. Just get loose for a few, right? Bobby, outside pitch needs to go over here, right?
Yeah.
All right, you're just getting loose. Like I told John, I'm not going to overcoach you until I give you a chance to get loose.
Okay. Didn't swing through that one, but
That's what you hit all the time. So don't go crazy. You hit the good.
That's a little better. Bobby?
One of the things I want you to focus on today, you're not hitting the ball, you're striking the ball halfway decent. But you're still a lot of upper body. You're kind of moving a lot laterally. Sometimes you're turning your hips, but sometimes you're not. But what you're doing is, remember the lateral movement, which is this step movement this way, moving your body forward into the ball, it's important, okay? Because we want to get the momentum going in that direction. But the movement to go in that direction, laterally, about 15, maybe 20% at the most of the swing, okay? Rotation is how we want to get our body up. You see the difference? When I'm rotating more, I'm achieving the same movement, but what it does is it uses all the energy from our lower body up into the back, okay? Because our feet is where power starts. Right? Remember, we always talk to you about power. It's not hitting home runs, it's hitting the ball hard, okay? So that's why when you look at the ground, it's all tore up from where you guys have been rotating and moving your feet. Hopefully you're not going to be dancing too much today, but it's because power is being generated. The power literally has to come up our torso and then out into the back. So our arms are literally the delivery mechanism, right? But the power's coming from here. So if we're moving a little bit too much like this, it's kind of like people might tell you you're jumping at the ball or lunging at the ball. That's what they're saying the right thing. I don't know if they actually know what you're trying to do or supposed to be doing, but you don't want to be doing this. And you're kind of jumping at the ball a little bit.
I was looking at your videos, like I always do, and I was trying to use your batting stance, which I think is on, you know.
Yeah.
Are you like this?
I'm a little bit more open. I'll show you.
And then forward with.
I'm like this. So
Okay,
see, I'm
and
a
then
little
when
bit
the
more
ball's
open.
coming in.
Ball's coming in. I bring my foot back over
Oh,
and out.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's
I'm a
right.
little bit different, and
No,
I
I
don't
like that.
tell everybody to do that, but
No,
it works
but
for me.
I like that.
Because it lets me cock my hip and really explode
That's
on the
what
ball.
I like.
So it works for me. I don't necessarily tell everybody to do that. I mean, you can look. I've showed people in our camps, Bob, where
Yeah.
I've stood like this. Here's my stance,
Yeah.
okay? And you're my guide ball. You tell me when the pitch is through. Okay. Hey, I'm gonna stand on my back to you,
Oh, okay.
and I want you to throw me a pitch. Okay. I'll tell you when. Okay.
Just throw it at
You
the
tell.
plate.
Yeah. Just pitch the ball on the plate.
As soon as we leave this.
Yeah. You tell me when it's coming. All right? Hang on a second. Let me swing the bat a second. So I don't blow my back.
I can't hear.
Okay. All right. Okay, go ahead. Come on. Now.
I can still hit the ball. My point to you is, and that was a shitty pitch, okay? But my point to you is, we'll do it one more time. Hang on.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Wait, no. He
Hang on.
can't hear
No, you wait for
you.
him.
He can't.
I
Okay,
hear
you
him.
can't hear me. I forgot. Ready?
Line drive base hit, right? Okay, so here's the point in all this. Stance isn't as important as you think. The key thing is to be comfortable. Okay? Let's try one more time. Watch this. I'm gonna do some crazy stuff, some over-exaggerated stuff. Would you say this is an open stance?
I would think so.
This is an exaggerated open stance,
Yeah.
right? Go ahead. One more time. Is this a 25?
That is true.
This is too.
25 pounds.
Oh, this is got a little bit of inroad on it. Go ahead. I can still hit the ball, right? Now I'll do a closed stance. Over closed, right? Half swing. But you see how I can hit. Now let me go to my regular stance. One more. Now I'll go to my regular stance. Still hit, right? So you see how stance, it's not that you have to stand a certain way, it's that you're comfortable in your stance, and the rest of your technique starts from stance, and that posture and flows through.
Another big question. When I'm up at the bat, however I stand, okay, I see some guys down here, you know, and I don't really care for that. I like.
This is very good discussion.
I like this.
Very good
But
discussion.
even like this.
Okay. Let me just show you what we're talking about. I don't know if John, you knew what I was doing. I was showing him crazy examples of stance because he had asked me about stance, and I just proved to him that I can really stand on my back and still hit a ball pretty hard, right? Not even see the ball coming.
Yeah.
Okay. I can have a crazy wide stance, still hit the ball pretty good, right? I can do a closed stance, still hit the ball pretty good, right? So what does it prove? Stance isn't as critical as you think. But the only thing that's critical about stance is that you're comfortable with it. Because your posture at the plate starts with your stance. Okay? So then you got into the hand thing. So they're very good questions. Okay? Come over here so you guys can see me from the side. It's usually better to see from the side. So, you know, I have what I would call a semi-open stance. You know, where this is a little bit open, right?
Yep.
And it works for me because when the ball's coming, you know, I'll bring my hip back up in here,
Yep.
and then back out in here in extension.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But even like I said, even when I did this, it's just the timing of getting this leg back here and back into place. But my whole thing with posture and stance is this: that you should start somewhere, depending on your height. Okay, with the stance and posture that allows you to go to the ball as quick as possible with as little movement as possible. This gets into your question. Hands. Excuse me. See guys way back like this.
Yep.
See guys down like this.
Yep.
Like this.
Yep. Let's see
All
what
of
that-
those things are what I would call an exaggerated stance that I would not recommend.
Okay.
And here's why. Because if you start down here like this,
Yep.
when the ball comes, what do you have to do first? You got to raise your hands back up because we're all about the same height, within an inch or two, right? So softball, here's our power zone. That's where we're looking for balls, pitches, right? Coming down, we're going to impact them, right there, right?
Right.
Okay? So if I have my hands way down here like this, I have to come up to my swing plane, back, and then forward. A lot of timing going on. If I have my hands like this,
Yep.
or back like this,
Mhm.
I've got to bring my hands down to the swing plane and back up. Okay? So my swing is literally doing this, this, and this. The other one is doing this, this, and this.
Yeah, show me yours.
Now let's show mine. My hands are here. Where's my swing plane? About where my hands are, right?
Yeah, yep, yeah.
Okay, now if I have to hit a higher pitch, yes, I will have to adjust a little bit, but for the most part, I'm looking for the pitch that I can get here and drive. So now watch. Come on up, Gary. I was going to yell at you, but my throat's sore. That urgent care. I don't got time for that.
So your hands
So,
are here.
Gary, what we're talking about, come on up so I'll bring you up to speed real quick. You lost some weight. You look good. And this can benefit you because we work with you on this. We're talking about a stance, how important stance and hand position and all these things. And what I was proving to them was, I don't know if you noticed, but I literally stood like this and let them pitch and I could still hit. And then I did the way exaggerated open, way closed, you can still hit. So the stance itself isn't as critical as the fact that you're comfortable with it and that it doesn't have a negative effect on your posture and your swing. And I'm a huge advocate of what we were just getting into of having, and I think you and I have talked about this in our sessions, of having as little movement as possible in the swing, okay? Because the more, and when I say movement, all of our movement needs to be from here to there, right? You've heard me say quick to the ball, quick through the ball. That's kind of what I'm getting at there. I'm going to swing this. Come over here, Gary. It's good for observation. It's always good facing, like this, so you can kind of see. So you're asking me how's my stance? So yeah, I have a kind of semi-open stance a little bit, and I was telling him, I do bring my leg. If you watch, I bring my leg back this way a little, and then plant, and then swing. Okay. I don't tell everybody you have to do that. That works for me. I've developed it over the years. I have swung like this before, but I feel it closes my hip off a little bit. I feel like cramped doing that, so that's why this to me feels comfortable. But point being is here, hand position here, no position that you're in here. Okay, like I see guys, their hands start coming out here a little bit. What do you got to do if your hands are out here? You've got to come back in and get here before you start swinging, right? Because
That's the best ball you hit today, isn't it?
Still pulling them like crazy.
That's okay. That's still a step in the right direction. By the way, both those pictures were inside, and that's where they should have been hit. Nothing wrong with that.
Nice hit.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
Gary, do you feel the difference in the swing? You're now controlling your bat.
I know we overemphasize it, but it's always good sometimes to overemphasize the movement.
I know it's something simple, but
Well, it was a little bit of too much front hip. See, even that's suggesting timing. Your timing's already done.
Go for it back.
I need to be because I've stunk.
Look at, even for now, focus on keeping your hands on the bat, even if it's on all the time. And eventually, once you kind of get used to that and you want to try to get a little bit more whip and have the hand drop, that's fine. But at least you're controlling the bat.
Yeah. No,
Because
and
you hit every ball that you did something like that. The only one you didn't was the one ball that you swung at that you shouldn't have swung at. That way inside.
Go back to one of the old lessons.
I want you to think about having your chin going shoulder to shoulder.
I did that
Because-
for one last lesson we had.
And you did great with it. And this, now you're back to your old habit. You're doing like this, and then this shoulder's dropping and you're opening up. And so this shoulder's down like this. If you go shoulder to shoulder, what does it do to your back? It makes it level. Instead of, look at, you're doing this, your bat plane's doing this all the time. You hit too many fly balls that way. You have to hit dead middle center of the ball in order to hit a line drive. Now, if you happen to, you happen to. It's a low percentage swing.
This is the high percentage swing.
My tribe was inside.
Remember, if it's a ball, let it go. Make me look bad, John. Look at that. Not perfect, but much better.
No.
Got back to the old way.
Did it?
So one swing right, one swing you went right back to your childhood.
That's got to be why I'm hitting the grounders.
Oh, you just hit a ground ball, didn't you?
Yep.
Look at that. That's a double. I don't mind a fly ball once in a while. You burn somebody. There's nothing wrong with that. I just don't want you doing it all the time.
Outside? Up the
Over
middle.
here. That right into the bat, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You're shortening your bat when you do that.
Open again. I got to let it go.
That was short, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Look at that. There you go. How'd that feel?
I still peek a little bit.
A little. Look, the good thing, John, is this. We're striving for perfection all the
Yeah.
time in our swing. But that's a good example. You weren't perfect, but you were about 90% correct. And if your eye's on the ball through your swing and you're about 90% correct, you're probably going to hit the ball pretty good. You know? We want to be perfect, right? That's why
Yeah,
we're here.
I know it.
Buddy. Oh, you just missed that. Good swing, you didn't do nothing wrong. I think your head came off the ball just a little bit. There you go. See how you didn't dead pull that on the outside pitch?
Yeah.
Everything came together nice, right?
Yeah.
Before that was a ground ball to the shortstop.
Yeah. I hit 8 of them last week.
Now, there you go. Look where you're standing again. There you go. Look at that. Did you see the difference, John? Even where you were standing?
Yeah, close.
That was that front edge of the plate.
Yep.
That was a strike. But if you were standing way back there and you did that, that would have been another ground ball to the shortstop. Out.
I'm hitting over the. When I see him, I'm watching it, but I'll do this a lot. It's
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah, you're swinging around the ball
Yeah.
is what you're doing. And that's why you're hitting everything like the last inch or two of the bat.
The last one, my head was there.
Perfect. That was perfect.
Okay.
Boy, there's some mud bank out there.
Well, I see it. It shut. Come back.
Okay, I'm leaving this on anyway, just for now.
Oh, that's better.
Somebody, Gary,
Just
you
lead
want to go?
off.
Go ahead.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
He said, "Oh shit." That's not an attitude.
Oh, sir.
Oh, we moved the plate now.
You know where I want to bat on my team? Guess where I want to bat on my team?
Where?
Every spot.
Every spot.
I want to hit every. I don't anybody. I want to hit every time. That's what I want.
Oh, I do.
As long as you don't have to run the bases.
I'll do that too.
As long as you just hit it out of the park every time, that's great.
That's better, easier said than done.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. We're in the game now. Hit strikes, guys.
It's probably a
Say
hit.
hit.
Yeah.
Probably a hit.
Very nice swing.
They play him pretty shallow though.
Uh-oh. Wow. I like it. Competition's getting fierce already after one at bat. I
That's a
say
hit.
hit. Agree? 2.
You're out.
I'd say shortstop out, right?
Yep.
Or middle fielder.
Bobby, you bailed out a little bit. Rotate and squish the bug.
That bitch.
Why'd you swing it down?
I don't know.
Shit, I have to give him a hit, don't I?
I know, you gotta give him a hit.
Better go to church
You don't
on
even
Sunday
play
morning.
him there.
3 for 4.
That's a hit.
Very nice. 4 for 5.
Okay,
That's
next.
the leadoff hitter hitting 800. Not bad, Bobby.
See, it shuts off. I don't understand. Shuts off after a while. So here, when it's already set up to go. Just hit that red button when I go up. Yeah. I think. Let me make sure. Yeah, it's all set. Don't move. Just hit that red button. You gotta get over here so it's shade. You're on the side. One out.
What did you do? Jump out of your batting glove?
Yeah. That's what I've been doing too, right there.
Don't jump at the ball, Gary.
No
You don't
shit.
need to. Do it just like
Push
you've
it
been
dirty.
doing. You had a
Put
great
it in his
practice.
bat. Put
Don't
dirt on
change
it.
nothing.
That was bad.
Well, I caught that one.
No, that was out.
No, that was
That's
out.
a double, right?
That's a double.
Say so.
2 for
Yeah.
3.
Look, created a monster.
2 for 3.
3.
3 for 4.
That's the way
Look at
to
that ball went
ball.
like this.
3 for 5.
5. Gary, maybe a deep pitch there, I think.
Hold on,
I
John.
think that was deep, Gary. Hang on, stop that for a second. Teachable moment. I know this sounds kind of silly, but why do we not swing at balls?
It's a ball.
Walk.
It's a ball. That's a good example. It's a good reason. Why do you not swing at balls? He said because it could be a walk, and that's a good answer. Well, you answered is the ball. But listen, what if we worked on all of you differently today on hitting technique, right? When you swing at balls, it takes away, and we're after what? Perfection.
Yep.
Perfection, right? In our swings.
Right.
We don't want to make an out, right? So that's why a walk is a hit, and it's a good thing. But swinging at balls, what did I tell you? I think, no, it was Bobby. Bobby swung at a short pitch, his last pitch. He had a good swing at it. He just jumped a little bit, but he stayed on the ball, and he got the ball, bat through the ball, and got a little line drive, probably through the infield guy. It wasn't a perfect swing, but it was 90% right, okay? And he was successful with it. When you chase a ball, depending on how bad of a ball it is, you start at 90% or 85% of your potential of having good technique. Okay, you start out in deficit, and then it's impossible to have good technique when you're hitting a ball out of the strike zone. So now you're going to lose how many more percent of your potential technique, depending on how bad the swing is, how bad the pitch is you swung at. So then you go from, and you want to start at 100% success rate potential, but we started at 85 because we're swinging at a ball, and then depending on how much the technique is affected, another 15, 20%. Now we've got 60, 65% of our potential of being successful as compared to the 100 that I was given. Do you understand? So that's why we don't swing at balls. It adversely affects our technique. You can't have good technique and swing at balls. Make sense? Yeah, I think that last pitch you had a good swing at it. It was just a little deep and you weren't quite going to get that barrel to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 for 5 and 3 for 5. Not bad. In or out? Where do they play him?
I don't know. Out?
Huh? That's an
I
out?
mean, I'm pressing the red button, right, John?
Yeah. It should be a rectangle in that.
We'll
hole.
give him a hit.
Shoulder to shoulder, John. Ah, baby, I love that. I didn't even do that on purpose.
I did.
I'm just leaving it on.
Yeah. Okay.
That's probably an out.
That's an out, right?
don't usually play dead center.
Level out the swing, John. Let's go. Atta boy. Great swing. 4. Let's go. Hit it.
Ah, you went.
Went through or no?
Slipped a little bit.
Yeah. I slipped, he said.
Break it through or
You
no?
dropped your shoulder and you slipped.
All right, let's go. Bobby, you're up.
There, John. See if I stopped it. I think that stopped.
Yeah. I want a do-over.
Not enough, man. Come on. Back.
Hey, you had the thing flipped around.
2 out.
Up ground.
Hard but fair.
That's a hit. 1-3.
Short pitch.
Where are you swinging at, Bobby?
That's it.
You just got yourself out.
Short.
Good hitter. Hey, wait, you got one more at bat.
You got one more, yeah.
Come on. I need a hit to win the game.
Don't have to swing. Remember.
Doesn't matter what you did in your last at bat. This is the 7th inning. This is when it counts. We need a hit to win the game. Let's go. Let's be aggressive. Swing the bat.
God damn it.
Bobby. You know the difference between that round and the other round? I think you're getting a little tired. You were leaving your bat barrel back a little bit. Did you see that, Gary? Even the balls he was hitting.
He hit it back here.
Yeah. You were letting the ball get a little. You were laterally moving, stepping, and then swinging. The
Plus
bat
it
barrel.
came in on you.
So you're probably a little tired.
Yeah, you kind of, it was in on you and you kind of hit it like right there.
Yeah.
Where you made contact.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like.
Yeah, you want to be out here,
Yeah,
but
if you're,
because you
remember,
hit
if
it
you're out
kind
in
of
front,
like here.
if you're out in front, the difference between being out in front of that's a
That's
nice
why your
line
balls
drive.
are going out there. Is you almost have an inside out
Yeah,
swing.
that's what he did on the last ones. I think it's because he's getting tired. Because his first 5, he swung none like that in his
No.
first 5.
It's my golf swing really inside out.
You might have reverted to your golf.
I mean, look at where all the balls are
Every one.
in the same spot, except for that one that's right there towards the right.
Probably a little bit of tiredness there, Bob. When we get tired, we really got to focus on technique.
Probably a foul ball.
Foul ball.
Ball, we got to give him another. All right, this has got to
Give
be
him
fair.
another.
That'll be way to come back, Gary.
Wow.
Nice adjustment.
That's a beauty. Ooh, shit.
Damn foot went out from under
I
me.
saw that. Well, I heard a noise. I looked down. You're
Look what I
ground.
did.
You probably should move it over a little bit.
You move over a little bit. You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I don't even know if I hit it.
Bobby.
Did
Front,
Ground ball.
fronting.
Unfortunately, the elements got you.
That's the last one. I just took another one. Just hit the
I think
right
John
one,
had
touch
one
any other
recent in the front, too.
one I'm up. I just took him. Nice hit.
Oh, nice.
Over their heads.
That's some extra bases.
Bye-bye.
You heard him again, didn't you?
They don't usually play dead center, so maybe.
Right over here, John. You want me to do? Okay.
Wherever. Look out of the sun. Get over here.
Depends on who was in right center.
No, I'm saying that's a double.
Okay.
It's over somebody's head. Plus, that's right. You guys play four.
The way they've been playing me lately,
Four.
that's a double.
Four outfielders,
they've been playing
that
me
splits the
short.
gap. No one's catching that.
Because I ain't been hitting it. I ain't been hitting it. I haven't been hitting it. Sound like a hillbilly. He really wound up on that one.
Yeah.
He did a lot of.
This is where power is generated from back in here. It's not generated here. Extend your arms and try to swing it back. What do you do?
Yeah.
It's all upper body. You can't. You don't get anything into it. We need to get all of this going that way to get it into it. So I like having, and hand position is also relative to height. Gary, you're 6'1", 6'2". So you might have your hands an inch taller than me or so. You know, and you can, you couldn't. What I don't want to see is having hands way low or hands way high. But here's the key thing. Here's the takeaway from this whole discussion is this. Nothing you should be doing in your posture before you even start swinging should feel any kind of tenseness anywhere in your body. Okay? Meaning, we don't want to be so far back that you can feel, you know, your shoulder pulling back that this way, or it's tightening the muscle, like, you know what I mean? Like you feel tense. You need to be comfortable, relaxed, and loose. I think we've talked about it. The loose muscle is the fast muscle. The tense muscle slows things down. That's why I remember I tell you guys how to play the flute, so that we don't tighten the muscles up in our forearm, which it goes all the way up in here. Because if I put a bat swing radar gun on your swing, when you do that, it's going to be a mile or two an hour slower than if you have a relaxed grip on the bat, because all these muscles remain loose. And the loose muscle is faster. So here's where we are. Let's get back to your original question before I made it a dissertation.
No, that's okay.
Okay, here's our hand position here. Here's my number one impact zone, and like I said, us three are all the same. You're not far off. You're another inch, you know, above us, so maybe you're a little here or whatever. But see, if I have my hands here, ball comes, all I have to do is this. I watch my hands and watch the bat. See if there's any movement other than, remember, the goal is to have as much of our movement that way, right? With as little as this, or this, right? Those are negative movements, positive movement. Okay, so tell me how much positive and negative movement I have. Ball's coming, I'm tracking it.
All positive.
Make sense?
Yeah.
It's efficiency in the swing. And here's really the real summary. The less movement in your swing, the less can go wrong. Because the more things that you have going on within the swing itself, the more your timing has to be spot on. And it's one more thing. You've heard the KISS rule. Keep it simple, Steve, right? So this is a very good way of looking at oversimplifying a swing. Because yes, we have to have movement. We've got to keep our our weight back here. We've got to rotate on these hips. We've got to be moving towards the ball. Those are positive, dynamic movements that we have to do. But these movements, we don't need to do those.
Just to use the name, okay? When John Stone watches me back, okay? He says that I have, he says I should be back here so that I can get more extension. Does that make sense to you?
It does, but I would tell you, just looking at you do that again, I would tell you that you're overextending the back part. I can see that there's tenseness up in here, right?
There is no question.
So that's too much. But if you do, go where you were. Let me move you. All that better, but still back. What he's trying to do is I corrected him, because what John tends to do is he starts coming out in here.
Yes.
And then before his swing starts, he's got to load back here and then go forward. So he's got a negative force going that way, then he's got to reposition and get the positive force going that way. And what happens a lot of times is you literally shorten your swing, because when he doesn't have time to get his hands back, he'll start his swing here. Now he's lost this much of the swing. Now that doesn't look like a lot, but it's another, if you got 3 or 4 inches, that could be another mile an hour of bat speed. There's between hitting a ball that gets past an infielder or making an out.
And to his defense,
You know?
I think why he sees me like this, which is
Right, you're too much that way.
right. So
But
that's
we don't
why-
need you that much that way. We
About
need you
like that.
halfway in between. You know what I'm saying? And here's another thing that John tends to do, and a lot of people do, is when they're going opposite field, they'll shorten their swing because they poke the ball a little bit more. And that's what I was trying to get John out of the habit of. You know, he's pretty good at doing this, you know, and just, you know, pushing the ball that way. But if you notice, his hands get out here because he's not taking a full swing through the ball. Instead of being back here and driving the ball over there, he's doing this. His hands get out here and here, and he just goes, kind of throws the bat at the ball. There's some really, I played this guy named Chris Bargy, I played with when I first started playing senior ball years ago. I knew him a little bit from playing years before. But I got to tell you, this guy was the best placement hitter I've ever seen. Probably never hit a ball any harder than you did. Guy batted 750 to 850 every single weekend. But I'm going to tell you, if the first baseman was 6 feet off the line, he would hit it 1 foot off first base. If the third baseman cheated the line, he'd hit it and hit third base. Guys would play him 3 or 4 steps past the co-ed line. And he'd boop, boop, boop. But listen, man, I've not seen many guys in all my years that have that much control over the bat doing this. What trumps that is hitting the ball hard. And especially, you guys are all pretty good athletes at your age. You all can run, you can throw, you can swing the bat. There's, you know, defensively, what happens as we age? I mean, look, I tell you what, and I'm not knocking anybody, I'm 57, but I played 55 for the first time a couple months ago. So I played 50 major plus. I played with a 55 major plus team. And you can tell the defense slows down a little bit. Yeah. Guys can't run as fast, they don't move as quick. So, but look, the thing is, and we all are going to slow down a little bit, but if we can still hit the ball hard, guess what? As we get older, we can get better. It's the guys that don't do anything to get better as they get older, their skills regress a little bit. There's good players that are always going to be good players, but I give you guys credit. You're out here working on your game, and this kind of stuff here is what makes the difference between you guys being good players and great players. It's true. As you get aged, you keep working like this, you're going to start bypassing some guys that maybe were a little bit better than you earlier in life. I see it happen year after year after year. Guys that are serious about it work at it. Look, if you're not working at it, I guarantee you at our age, athletically, if you are not working at it, you're going backwards. I don't care who you are. You can cheat. There's always a few of the cheater guys that are unbelievable at, like John Stone, no, he does work at it, but a guy like him that is gifted, as tall and lanky, and you know, he's a great athlete. You know, God gave him a couple other genes that we don't have. A guy like that's going to cheat the system for a while. But you know, John works hard at staying in shape and everything, so I'm certainly not using him as that example. But if he didn't, he would get a year or two on us just because of what he got to start out with. His hand, he had one more ace than we all did, you know. But it's what you do with the hand that you got now, because you can. What can you do in poker? You can put one down and pick one up. We're picking up cards. You guys are out here picking up cards right now. Those guys are playing the hand they were dealt. That's the difference of you guys progressing as ball players or staying still and starting to go backwards. So, Happy New Year to you. I'm giving you guys props because and listen, I'm not blowing smoke up your butt. I believe in that. I did a demo day yesterday, a short clinic and a hitting exhibition, and we had a demo day with all the new Mike and Work bats up in Daytona. They invited me to come up there and put on a short camp. And I tell everybody at my camp the same thing. Whether it's a private lesson or a camp or whatever, it's my honor to be here to teach you guys. It really is. I get as much out of it as you guys do. But what I always tell you is this, and I mean this to you, and you guys are my friends too, because you know, we have a relationship over the years, more so than these guys that I just met. What you do speak to me, because you guys are spending your time and your money, and you're out here trying to get better as players. And that is awesome. And I just want you to know, as you're going into the new year, my motivation speech that I wasn't planning on giving, but since you guys brought it up, give yourself a pat on the back. You're out here on New Year's Day, and guess what? You're picking up a card today that the guy that's sitting on his couch right now, getting ready to go to the bar and have a couple of beers, which is fine later on tonight, but you guys are getting a new card and they don't have it. There's a certain part of psychological confidence that helps us as well as physical. Keep that in your head when you start doubting yourself. All right?
You heard Stone cut his lip open?
Stone cut?
Oh, he split it all the way through from here down.
50 stitches.
No, 30. Well, he was playing in the middle, and he says that hit the base was a wicked hot. Because I was in the game. And it's slit his lip all the way through, 30 stitches, plastic surgery, the whole. I mean, it was wide open. He did a good job.
About a week.
It was a week ago Sunday.
Thanks for telling me.
Yeah, he did a good job.
That's,
I don't know
that
if he's
sucks.
talking yet, but
Yeah, he always on a liquid diet.
yeah, I know. Yeah, he did it. I mean, it was like
Oh, yeah,
it was all the way
that's bad.
through.
And they said he was playing his best game they ever seen.
He actually made 4 plays in the infield against. We were playing against him, and he actually caught the ball 4 times. I said, "Well, he's way over budget, way over budget." And then
Look what you did to him, Gary.
yeah, I know. I said, "Stone ain't gonna catch anymore. He's already caught all he's gonna catch." And then he
Well, he
someone
did,
right
but he
in the
caught it in
mouth.
his mouth.
Oh, and it was a wicked hop.
All right, so when you come back, you started this off with some great questions, and I'm glad you did. And Gary, it's good you came back in, because I really enjoyed where we went with it. But I'm gonna work with you a little bit on your hip and stuff. Okay, so Gary, whenever you're ready, you're in.
I just had the Popeye muscle too. And
Did you get
too much.
You didn't get surgery.
No, it's better now. I just felt free. I cut some shin thing and I put it on my arm.
Oh yeah, concussion got you.
Gary's gonna get up.
It was a shin. No, we did.
I got a new one. I got a hamstring in my life.
It's over here.
That's why I'm so strong.
Gary's gonna hit.
I told you that story about when the doctor was ordering the body parts, right?
Put my stuff out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, where was his head when he hit the ball?
Somewhere up
Over
there.
there. On top of that golf range. Can't hit what you don't see.
I guess not.
It sounded good. I couldn't see it.
Love the swing, John. Drive the ball shoulder to shoulder.
That's it.
Got yourself out. You swung on an outside pitch and you pulled it.
Outside it was?
Gary, where was that ball? Outside
It was
corner,
more
right?
outside. It was in the middle, but more outside than inside.
Might have got down in the hole between. Do you play 5-man or 3? Before I field.
Depends on what. If we're playing,
If there's
the
not
leagues are
5-man,
generally 5.
That's probably a hit. All right. We need one hit to win the game. That's all. Pretty simple, right, Bobby? Just get a hit to win the game. No pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Rainy ball. Sunshine. New Year's coming. Everything's beautiful, right?
There you
Kill
go.
this ball, Valeria.
No.
Atta baby. Atta baby.
Hit.
Into the new year with a victory.
That'll score.
Good job, guys. Great day. Great day, guys.
This bat finally feels like it's open. I was beginning to wonder. Is this bat worth the shit that was given to me?
Yeah, those bats are decent.
I've never used a balanced bat before.
Well, I mean, if you like,
I've never
personally-
had one.
I personally don't like balanced bats, but I mean, the bat itself is a good bat. Nothing wrong with that.
It was given to me.
It's a nice Christmas present.
Use it for BP if nothing else.
There you go.
But I have never ever used a balanced bat. Is this yours? These are the real comfort.
Yes.
12-inch barrel.
Yeah. Well, this is a 12-inch barrel, and I bet you it says 1.2 inch.
That's it.
Yes, it is. But not that one. And I'd like to know who that's it.
It's ISA senior softball.
Okay. Bet you after his glasses, he got an idea.
Ted?
Oh yeah,
Was
that's
it like
right.
Reebok or something like that? One of
Oh
those?
yeah, that's right.
I've always called him Super Ted.
I always say he's my idol. If I can do it half of what he's doing at 85,
Yeah.
so did you video all this?
What's that?
Did you video all this?
It kept shutting off. If I got anything on you, I'll send you one. I took some on my phone of you. Yeah.
Because I just haven't been hitting the ball. That's not like taking this pitching shit too seriously. Hitting like a pitcher. What possessed me to get a white tag? I've never done it.
That's Benucci. What's this? Oh, yes. This is what he bought. Old Flake.
I didn't know they still.
What weight is your ball? That's the 810 or what is that? 27? 28 and a half?
That is not been hitting. I'll try it.
Dorsey's got a 26 with a half. I got the 27 with a half. I want to trade them.
I think mine is, what is it?
28. 28 with a half, I guess.
This is the new bat everybody loves.
Yeah.
Still exists. Well, I took 2 layers. I'm assuming I got it all up. I don't see
It does
it.
look like they're just
I know.
shiny.
I took 2 layers off of it.
I batted once when they had one
Yeah,
layer.
I took 2 off, so I'm assuming I got it.
Just take it off.